I thought I'd do a little bit of a live for a little while. It'd be nice to have some adult conversation for a little bit. Uh, got a little time. The older boys are wanting to play some video games tonight. So Thomas's friends coming over, and Asher and uh, are all wanting to play some games. That'll be fun. A little more my speed and the dessert cups ended up being pretty good. They're pretty good. Everybody was full. The pizza was particularly good tonight. I think overcooking it slightly was for the better. I might have to play with some of the cooking times. Hey everybody. Now it's 11. Guess I'm staying up. Why, Kaylee? It won't be. I won't be here too long. Um, maybe an hour, maybe. But I thought it'd be nice to unwind a little bit. It's been a long, busy day, and it feels good that I did a good job today. But it's also nice to kind of relax. I really wanted to take a bike ride today. It would have been a beautiful day, but I didn't. I got a hammock, a very small portable hammock that has some special tree straps that wraps around a tree. And I found a spot about 6 miles north where they got trees that are perfect right by the lake on the side of the road. So I thought that'll be really fun. I'm going to ride up there and heck, maybe take a nap there someday. I don't know. Oh, that's some small font. I need to change that up and zoom in a little bit. Tonight shopping late, missed the live. Well, hey, California grown Carissa. Grocery shop on Fridays, so the cabinets are bare. Yeah, our right before our monthly shopping trip, boy, it was really thin. So I'm doing pretty good at things now. I keep thinking about today I paid the bills and I did a good job. And today I scored the kids' school, their tests, graded their tests, gave them their rewards. I recorded their scores and their permanent grades. I don't know. I just felt like a real mom for a change. So often I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. And Andrea's laughing at me, but I think I've got things down now. Grocery shopping, hoping you would do a live. Oh, hey, Frey. Appreciate it. Kids excited for Halloween. The little kids are. They're super excited. They can't wait. I was out for my daily walk, and for once I went early. Oh, so cool. Walking is so nice. I never wanted to walk. I mean, I did with Andrea sometimes. We enjoyed that. That got me today. I found I told you I was recording their permanent grades, and after I score their test, I'm like, where am I put their tests? I mean, I need to keep them just in case. And so I was looking through to see if Andrea had them filed somewhere, and she did have some files. She had one for each kid and had all the tests. I said, great. So I was going to go put them in there, and then I saw one that had one for Andrea. It's like, Andrea, why does she have records in here? And it had her little graduation slip for doing the ACE administrator training in Texas, and then she had some little things in there, some little notepads with little missions and things, problems, a whole list of problems she wanted to work on, and it broke my heart in a lot of ways. She's like, the house is too messy, the kids bicker too much, they're not focusing, and it had all these goals, these things she wanted to do, and then she had another page that said happiness. There was two things on there, and I don't even remember what the second one was, but the first one was walking with Tommy. And I used to love taking our walks together. I don't know why. I've been doing pretty good today, and all of a sudden, of course, Claudia got me going, telling me it's time to go get a new mom. Geez, what do you say to that? Anyways, this is nice. Hi, Liza. Hey, Angela. Oh, hey, Ryan. That's Andrea's brother there, everybody. He's a good guy. Andrew would be proud of you, too. Sometimes we can keep it, and sometimes we just lag behind. It'll always be there, though. Yep, that's the truth. Yeah. Claudia always says what she feels, doesn't she? She's not afraid of nobody. It's funny when she gets hurt, like really, like actually gets hurt. She doesn't cry. She's fine. But if it's something small, or someone steals a toy, she'll really, pretend to let the waterworks on. You should go out for walks, Tom. She may just walk with you. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm trying to figure out how to move on and all those types of things. I mean, I'm not going to get rid of Andrea. She's always going to be in my brain and in my life, but I have to file things differently now. I have to start closing up files in my brain and see where the Lord leads. Thank you, Jacqueline. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Hang in there, Tom. Love to all. Well, we appreciate it very much. Said to get a new dad, I would tell them God would send me one in his time. Yeah, that would have been good to say. I don't remember what I did say at the time. I love Claudia. She's feisty. She is feisty. She's hilarious. Sure you get the same again. You're a decent man. Also, sure Andrew would want you to. Yeah, she said that. She told me that she did. She said she knew I'd get remarried. And, that's definitely what I want. But I don't want to carry this burden of I'm not being ready. I can tell, just being how it is that I'm not ready quite yet. It'd be nice if I had someone to talk to. But there's so many times I keep thinking like, hey, did you see that? Oh, yeah, no. Or I do something amazing like, kid's about to get hurt and I scoop down there and catch them real fast and it's like nobody's around to see it. And it's like, hey, did you see? That was cool. Nope, nobody's there. So I had to see Claudia in her Candy Girl costume. I could have sworn she'd be the one to get something scary. One of you guys left me a comment saying that you would get size 8 to 10. That's too big for her. And I was like, uh-oh, for Sophia, I think. And I was like, probably is, but we're going to make it. We're making these costumes work if I have to slit the sides and duct tape them together. That's a disadvantage with buying costumes. Claudia will be a CEO someday. No one will push her around. Makes me want to wear my other shirt. You guys haven't seen me in all my other shirts. I enjoy very, kind of sarcastic, funny, intelligent humor shirts. And one of the ones I have says, my homeschool kid will be your honor student's boss. And I always think about wearing that. Think about Claudia. If anybody would do it, she would be her. What are we, chopped liver? No, you're not. No, I don't mean that at all. Obviously, I have talked to you guys. That's why I'm here right now. You guys act like I'd love to have a live tonight, Tom. I was like, you'd love to have a live. I'd love to have a live. I love to get to talk to you people. So you're definitely not chopped liver, Angela. I enjoy talking to you guys immensely. But, there's something else there. There's something else. Different kind of talking, I guess. I don't even know. Probably the same talking, different connection, maybe. I don't know how that works. Oh, thank you, 70s chick. They say time decreases it. I guess we'll see. Where's Cornelius? I'm not absolutely sure. He was wandering around today. He's still a stray at heart, and so he wanders around. And I often wonder if he's got another home. But he's been in our house a lot, so we'll make him ours. But haven't seen him. Maybe get a children's book about widows for the littles. Oh, not a bad idea. That'll always show you when and who to be with, and that lady will also know it's in God's time. I know. I hope that's true, Debbie. Part of me just thinks I'm unmarketable. I got, a big family in the middle of nowhere. I don't know. We'll see what God has for me. Puppy went out from cold to jumping on my head. Oh, that's awesome. Puppies are awesome. Well, having a puppy was so great. I remember Knuckles as a puppy. He was so cute. Yeah, Liza, you're probably right. Well, I know more shopping halls. Love watching them. Well, I just did one like an hour ago. We're overdue. The shopping video is on my docket. It's on the program. I've made a couple edits of the first couple scenes, and I need to finish doing it. And I'd like to get it up for the end of the month because I like the shopping videos to be out the same month as they shopped in. So the vlogs have been lagging behind, but I've been trying to do the shopping videos. And of course, I had to do the Halloween costume video because no one wants to watch a Halloween costume selection after Halloween. So it's one of those things. Well, thank you, Healthier Heather. Well, that's a fun name. Need someone just to be with you without the pressure of courting or marriage, just someone to relax with. Yeah, maybe so, but I don't know how you find that. You like living out in the middle of nowhere? Do you miss California? No, I don't miss California. Yes, I like living out in the middle of nowhere. Does it have its disadvantages? Oh, of course it does. But the advantages far outweigh the disadvantages. And a lot of them are unspoken advantages. I just see the purity of my family, the purity of life out here, and the simplistic nature. If you had told me in California you want to play a board game, I'd be like, what are you, crazy? Who wants to play a board game? And then for some reason, being out in this small community and, cold and smelling fires, wood burning stoves and the trees changing color and just being quiet with your family. And then it's like, hey, let's play a board game. I can't explain why that is, but there's something pure about being away from so many people. Just lost my husband in February. It's not getting any easier yet. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think it does. They asked me today, a preacher asked me to speak at a grieving thing for Christmas. And I told him that I would a while back. And he asked me what it was going to be called, what my talk was going to be. And I sat there and I was asking myself, well, what can I say that would bring peace to other widows and people that have lost people? And I decided nothing. There's nothing I can say that's going to bring them peace. So I decided to talk more about the idea of comfort, and I kind of shared with you guys in the Bible study about whether or not people who have died can see us or not, and my suspicions of why they can. So I thought, I think I'm going to talk about that because that's the only thing that I want to hear about. So I was born in California, Kaylee. I tell people out here I'm ashamed to admit it. I love board games. And see, I can't say that I love them, but playing with your family is great. Andrea would love to play Yahtzee. That was our game. And Racco occasionally. We play Yahtzee together. She would, you want to play Yahtzee? Like, sure. And I made all these little tiny little sheets that we could keep our scores on. And we had our own version of triple Yahtzee. And whenever we would play, she liked to play it because we would talk. It's pretty mind numbing. You get to roll and you get to have a conversation. And I enjoy that side of it. Not dating, just someone to be doing things with, experience things. God sent my husband to me when I least expected it. That's awesome, Super Mama. I totally feel you. I would like that, but I don't know how to do it. Do the kids want anything special for Christmas? Looking to send you guys some gifts. Oh, that's so sweet, Jacqueline. No, my kids never want anything special. I've been writing notes down all year of things that I hear that they might like, and I've got a list maybe this big of things that'll be winners. But the bulk of the presents I don't know yet. So our kids aren't picky. We don't have a lot of room. So if you decide to send something, don't send us a set of drums or, a giant dollhouse or anything like that. Scrabble champion. I have the old school 70 games too. Oh, me and Andrew love playing Scrabble too. She would always beat me. And then after one pregnancy, she says, well, I think I got pregnancy brain because you're beating me. And then we would play all the time on the computer, and we had so much fun playing. Good memories. Lived in Burbank for 4 years and it was fun for a while, but it's so crowded. Yeah, it's just terrible. Oh, phase 10. Andrew life phase 10 too. That's right. I'm the kind of person that will hold my phase the entire time and just go out in one shot. And of course, it usually backfires, but when it doesn't, I feel so great. Still adding to the nature shelf? Well, yeah, we are. It's not as frequent as it was. Andrea was always out with the kids and doing walks and stuff, and so she'd see more things. We just put something up there recently, and now I don't remember what it was. Something cool. But yeah, we're always looking to add on to that. How about a 2? Yeah. No thanks. You can do this, Tom. Dodger fans. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time. When I really liked the Dodgers with Nolan Ryan and all that sort of a thing, but it's been a long time since I bought a Burrow. Oh, hey Ryan. I was like, hey Ryan, what is? Oh, that is Ryan. Uh, no Burrows. Mexican train dominoes. Boy, you guys keep naming all the good games that we play. We like that too. The kids both love and hate dominoes because when we decide to play dominoes for game night, we only get to go through one number. We'll do the double 12s. And then next week, we'll do the double 11. We'll do the 11s and the 10s and the 9s. And we end up playing dominoes for 3 months. One game of dominoes. And so by the third month, they're like, oh, no more dominoes. But now they're about the time they want to play dominoes again. Pattern computer games the kids play. They kind of rotate in and out. There's some standards. Minecraft is one they'll always like. The little kid, the younger kids, even Eden and Justus like Roblox. We're going to be playing Left 4 Dead, a zombie game, tonight. We've been playing on the hardest difficulty in a realism mode, trying to see if we can beat it. And it's been a lot of difficult, but it's been fun. We can play anything. Mastermind. Oh, yeah. I liked Mastermind. Most people don't know that game anymore. My dad was a widower. Wish he had explained more to us girls about life and dating than he had been a 20-year soldier and had to basically start his life over. Yikes, Nadine. I feel his pain. I got to make sure I remember that about life and dating. Yeah, switching from men to boys to girls is about what we're doing now. Gonna make your pizza soon. I need the recipe. Oh, it's on there. It's out there. Look for Tom Mills Pizza. You'll find the recipe. It's up there. Monopoly. I can see Claudia owning everything. Oh man, Monopoly is one of those games that everybody thinks that they like, and then you play it, and you're there for like 5 hours, and it's like, oh my gosh, take your turn. And there's just certain games as a big family you can't play, and Monopoly is one of those. You just can't play them with 11 people, 10 people. So even the simplest of games can take a long time with a big family. I've got the Suro on my list to get for kids for Christmas. They will love it. Yeah, Suro's amazing. Hiss. Oh, yeah. Hiss is great. Mama Bear, we were just talking about Suro, Tsuro. It's a great game for families. Cute, smart, intelligent, simple, easy to follow, short, lots of players. It's a win-win-win game in our family. Grandbaby arrived today. Oh, congratulations, Neezy Ann. Wow, you're a grandparent. Make you feel old, huh? Play seventh guest. Oh, seventh guest. Yeah, I remember that. Baby girl, go to bed. Nope, go to bed. After sitting at Monopoly, I don't feel like playing. That was, yeah, there's a lot of games like that. Uh, Access and Allies. We have the original Access and Allies, and that's how I feel after I set it all up. I don't want to play anymore. Love to see more live game nights. We got to make. I'm thinking of ways to make that live Pictionary more streamlined and better because I think that has the possibility of being a really big, fun hit for everybody. I was just remembering Claudia drawing her hula hoop and people just cracking up and everybody's having fun. Everybody wanted to do it. It was enjoyable. That's something we're gonna do some more. Laszlo, yeah. There's a Cyril is just a really great game. No family bring me happiness because we love the family atmosphere. Love the game night. My games are what wild faced him Monopoly. Act your age. That's all. Act your wage. I don't know what that is. Actually, I thought you spelled it wrong. Kids like Catan Junior. Yeah, Catan's a fun game, but it's intense and it's a lot of thinking. I haven't tried Junior, so Dot's pretzels are awesome. Several boards and remove the sides. So you had one massive board, even if you had to repeat areas. Yeah, not a bad idea if we changed it. Oh, Tammy's on here too. Hi, Tammy. Keep thinking I'm going to drive the kids to Casper and hire you to cut some hair. Maybe I'll do that Saturday. What are you guys doing Saturday? Aww. League of Legends. Nope, we're not League of Legends players. I played oh, what was the original Warcraft map where that all started from? The first MOBA game? Dota. I played Dota like crazy when it was a map. And then we played Han when that was the first one that came out after. We should have backed League of Legends. Hopefully I'm home Saturday. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe that's what we'll do Saturday. What else can we do Saturday? That would work. So maybe we'll do that. Tom, you don't cut hair. I've been thinking about trying. I've been this close to getting some scissors out and just going to town on my kids, but I can't do that. 495 watching, 107 thumbs up. Oh, you can do better than that. What is that? One in five people like the video. Come on, hit the like video down there. Halloween is Saturday. Don't forget. No, I won't forget that. I don't want to forget. Oh man, I already thought tomorrow I was gonna ride my bike, but we got the Halloween party tomorrow. But that will be in dark probably. I gotta find out when that is. I don't know when it is. My dad died last week, and that kind of loss I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I hear you. My dad died when I was 10. A big shaping moment of my life. And it's funny, at this point in my life, I don't miss him at all. I, of course, love him. I can't wait to see him again, but completely over that. But it was a giant hurt in my life. It's totally dwarfed by what's going on now. You get off at least by 3. Okay. Okay, so maybe we'll try to be there by 3. That'll give us some time. I already forgot. Is it 2 hours to Casper? I think so, right? So we leave at 1. I'm giving some time in the morning to do some projects. I think that'd be a good idea. You liked it? Oh, good. Well, thank you, Angela. I'm playing Starfinder. What is that? I don't think I know that one. I learned my lesson this week that I'm meant to be single for another 8 years. Oh, that'd be a death sentence for me. I can't think of that. I can't think. I try to think about the future. I try to think about just today. Just today. Bananagrams. Don't know that one. Oh man, who was it that bought that? Was that the Kingsley family? That Telestrations game. Why aren't we playing that? We should be playing that for game night. I totally forgot we had it with those little uh, drawing things. Oh man, we should be playing that. God. Sure, ride a recumbent bike while you ride your bike. Oh, that's fun. It's like you're riding a haircutting tutorial. I know she made a video about it. I don't think I can do that. Like a D&D version of Pathfinder. Oh, cool. Bingo. I keep thinking we got to go over to Grandma Fern's and play bingo. She loves that. I've been sending lots of little pictures to Grandma Fern. I had not sent one for like 5 days in a row, and then I got an email from the photo from the people that we got the photo frame from, a little automated email that says, you haven't sent a picture to Grandma Fern in 5 days. Like, oh man. So I went and took some pictures right away. So then I scheduled it on my phone. So now every day at 9:30 I remember to take a picture for Grandma Fern. Laughing, very good. Oh, they're all fake laughs though. I mean, I'm enjoying myself. Don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, you're a girl though, Megan. You can totally get away with that. Tomorrow will take care of itself. That's the truth. That's the truth. I try not to think about it. I start to panic if I start to think about my future long term. I don't know how it's going to go, and I don't like not having a control on things. I very much am an INTJ personality. I got to have everything ironed out, and I do not have anything ironed out. So I'm trying to just go day by day so I don't lose my stuff thinking about the future. Watch your mom at 17. Dad passed away 3 years ago. I don't think you stopped grieving, just learn to live without them in your lives. Yeah, I guess that's right, Dorothy, but I don't want to do that. I've been single for almost 10 years and didn't have to date now that I'm an empty nester and everyone's gone. I don't want to be single anymore. I don't even know how anymore. Oh man, I totally understand that. I don't want to be single anymore either, and I haven't even been it very long. See his name, Judah. I was so surprised. What? Is Judah here? Oh, hey, Hannah. INFPs are the kind ones. They're the kitty cats. One day at a time. Yep. Isn't Saturday Halloween? Oh my gosh, it is. What kind of dad am I? Thank you, Julianne. Yeah, Tammy, that's not going to work out. If I get there by 3, maybe get that. Maybe if I just stayed only for haircutting, that's such a terrible jerk move. I'm not doing that. That'd be 4:30 back, 5:30, 6:30. Yeah, I can't do that. Darn it. It's dark by 5:30 already. Andrea ever tell you she was okay with remarrying? Yeah, actually, we had a conversation about it. I didn't know at the time, honestly. In fact, it's on a video somewhere. I've been watching all of our videos. I'm assuming it's on a live dinner video, and so I've been kind of watching them. Not that it makes a difference. I remember when she said it to me, and she said she would say she would say out of nowhere, she would say, if you ever died, I would never remarry. And I said, oh yeah, I don't know if I would or not. And she said, oh, you would. I said, I would? How do you know? I don't even know if I would. She said, oh, you would. You'd remarry. I'm very content being single, but when you're totally done, no family, no nobody, makes you not want to be alone anymore. Man, I understand that. Even having just a couple kids gone, even one kid gone, things feel weird. Even a couple kids gone, it feels even more weird. If I was alone, I straight up tell you, well, it doesn't matter. If I had no kids and this had happened to me, well, I would have been a different person first off. But if I had, I would have been very worried about myself. Having my family has been my rock. My kids are everything. Dad died August 20th from bladder cancer that spread to his liver. Grief comes in waves. Oh, I'm so sorry, Susan. I was 24 when I lost my dad, and he had stage 4 colon cancer. Yikes. So many people died. She talked about it on the how you met video. Oh, how you met? No, it's not on there. I don't think so. I have to look at it again. I've only watched that one time since she died. That's a tough one. Oh, that's hilarious, Hannah Martin. I had a conversation with Andrea, the teenager, and even then she said if she ever died, she would want her husband to remarry. Oh, really? Yeah. There's another line to that she'd say sometimes, but I can't share it with you. What's the picture frame you sent pictures of Grandma Fern called? So Morgan, I did some hardcore research into the best one of these. Our problem was Grandma Fern doesn't have internet, and I'm not going to tell her to buy internet so I can send her pictures. By the way, Ryan, I should send you the thing too. If you get the app on your phone, you can send Grandma Fern pictures. Anyways, this has its own internet. It gets internet. I can do 10 pictures a day, and you just snap a picture and it goes right to her little picture frame. It's called Family Link. So FAMILINK. And it's a UK based company. So I had to go buy stuff in pounds through PayPal. It was weird, but it was worth every penny. And it's awesome. It just sits there. She doesn't have to touch it. She doesn't have to do anything. It just pops up. I can send her messages. It's great. Family's been my everything. It was a single mom Just me and my girls. Everyone's gone. Kids, extended family, just me. I feel so lost. Been the manager in the past for 30 years. How old are you, Angela? How are the kids? Ready for Halloween? Yeah, they are extremely ready. They are all wanting to try their costumes on and all that, but of course they're all bagged up real nice. As soon as we try them on, they'll all be wadded up in balls and all over the place getting ruined, so they're not opened. And I pray to God that they all fit. That'll be awesome. We can send her pictures of the animals. She would love it. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I see. Makes sense. You decided to remarry, keep your finances separate. Yeah, well, that's the least of my worries at this point, but I wish I had such problems. My Andreas in the personality test. I'm an INFJ. It's funny. We've talked about it in the past. There's a strange number of INFJs in this channel. And they're supposed to be very, very rare. But they're not rare here. So I'm guessing INFJs are kind of attracted to this channel. What are some of the tips for grieving? It all doesn't seem real that my dad's gone. The hardest thing is having to tell your 4-year-old daughter that he's gone. I've just been keeping myself busy. Well, I think the only tip I got for you is to put your finger in your eye socket and swirl it around, and that hurts a little less. I don't have any tips. I don't have any tips at all. There's nothing I can tell you. I try to think of the only thing advice I give to people, and it's bad advice for me even, is try to think of one small little thing that you can look forward to or enjoy in your day, if there's anything. Yeah. Grandma 4, don't get to see them very often. Live an hour away. My daughter doesn't want me around. Aw. I hate when stuff like that happens. You're an INFJ too? It's so funny how many INFJs. That's so crazy. I took Andrea's braid down. It's in the drawer. Andrea so wise and nurturing. I learned so much through her videos. I'm an INTJ. My husband's an INFJ. Oh man, yeah, that's quite a switch. I was the INTJ, and Andrea was INFJ. Yeah, so I think INFJs, INFJs are the ones that feel intense desire to help the world and to change the world. So that's INFJs. They live that way. They feel the feelings of the whole world and want to make the world a better place. And so maybe that's why they like our channel. That's always been my guess, because it's a lot of practical living and understanding the best way to raise a family, and and just seeing the dynamics of organizing and all the different things that go on. I think maybe that's been my guess, but the fact is you will grieve forever, but each day you will find peace and the love around you. I guess. I don't want the idea of grieving forever. In the dream that I had, which I've shared on my grief video, I shake the bug off at some point. And I think I've figured out what the rest of it means. And so, near as I can figure, the next step is to shake it off. So, I hope that happens. Isn't it called Myers-Briggs? Yes. You can take it at humanmetrics.com is the best test that I've found. That should be right there. Ice cream flavor, just trying to think positive. Peanut butter and chocolate, but it's got to have the chunks of peanut butter, like Haagen-Dazs or Baskin-Robbins. Say a prayer for my dear friend. Her baby passed away 4 hours after his birth today. Oh, that's so terrible, Tammy. Oh, man, that's rotten. You lucky to find a housekeeper yet? No. I saw one. I tore off a little thing at the post office the other day, and I don't know where it went. I lost it, and I haven't needed it as much. I mean, there's some deep cleaning that we're missing that we're going to try to get into, but I'm starting to get a manage on handling the house. So even finding time to do some more bigger project type things little by little. So I'm hoping that'll happen. How many grandchildren do you think you'll have? Oh man, I don't know. Me and Andrea had a conversation several times. I worry about relationships. If not mine, other people's. Because I didn't worry about my relationship with Andrea. But before I met Andrea, all I was obsessed with was finding the one. And then I found her and I was on cloud 9. And then I thought, I'm so glad. I did it. I found the one. And I used to tell her that now I got to find the one 9 more times because I have 9 kids. I got to get hooked up with the perfect spouse. And I got lucky to find you. How am I going to get lucky 9 more times in a row? It's not going to happen. And she says, you don't have to get lucky. God's going to find them for him. I was like, I know, but I don't know how that's going to happen. Where are they going to meet? Blah, blah, blah. That was part of the things about us going to homeschool conferences, finding other homeschool families, like-minded families with, daughters and sons maybe. And, if I'm being honest, that's part of the reason why I want to take them to youth group, not only to make friends, but hey, you never know, meet other people there. And so anyways, now I'm starting all over again. Gotta find everybody. It's weird world. Father, the fatherless, and protector of the widows, is God in his holy habitation. May peace come. Amen, Kathy Ponder. Amen. Thank you, friendy. Any board games you want that you don't have? There's really nothing that. The only thing that I want that I don't have, I don't know how to get. So short of that, I mean, I don't. I'm hard. We're hard to buy presents for because we don't need anything. So Saturday's deep clean day for everyone. I do sheets, towels, etc. Saturday has traditionally been project day, but I've kind of done every other project day now. Tuesday's become our deep clean day. I put it on the schedule. You started preparing for Thanksgiving and Christmas? Oh gosh, don't tell me about that. No. One of 16. Wow, 8 boys, 8 girls. Currently 30 grandkids, and 4 are still not married. Well, that's awesome. Remember correctly, I'm INFJ. Enneagrams, I don't know that one. I'm a 1 on the Enneagram. Can't control everything, Tom. They have to pick the one. For them, I know, but they're like me. They're like me. I've been telling them about traits in a spouse and how to pick a spouse since they were little kids. You guys watched that video the other day that I posted on Facebook, Andrea's first video? It's here. It's actually her first video was actually a birthday wishes for Daddy. And Asher's all little, and what does Daddy always say? And he says, well, find a godly wife. And you're just like, people are going to hear you say that. Well, we got to get married sometime. And I've been preparing them that forever, so they'll make good decisions. But how are you going to find them? If I knew how to find them, I'd be finding one. What age would the older kids be allowed to date? Well, I mean, Thomas is old enough to date. I mean, I guess Asher would be. But beyond that, I don't really know. Time to have time for yourself. If only we can gift time. Yes. That would be great. Send me some time in the mail. You ever seen that video, that movie with, who is that? Is that a Tom Cruise in that? Only Time? No, that's my song that I like. In Time, where your currency is years of your life, and you get time from your boss, and anyways, it keeps you from, if you run out of time, you die instantly. I thought that was a fascinating movie. Of course, there's a bunch of communism messages in there, but besides that, I really enjoyed the idea. Justin Timberlake? Oh, is that what it was? Man, I'm way off. Children make good choices. I know they will. They just got to find somebody. It's the kind of thing that, like I said, I was prone to worry about before I knew anybody. Since I was a kid, it's been the kind of thing I like to worry about. So I gotta not panic. Cat door, you install it? No, but I probably should. Right now we're just doing the he goes to the door and once out type thing. We have the litter box down there. He's used it a few times, but he'd rather go outside. What if their wife wasn't godly? How would you feel? You seem very open to all faiths. Well, that'd be a different type of situation as far as I'm concerned. I am open to talking with all kinds of people. We talk a lot about Bible. We have Bible studies here and stuff, but you know what we do with our families, it transcends that stuff, and it's of course it's all interrelated. And you guys know I talk about God a ton, but I don't force my religion on people. But I think my kids will make good decisions. I don't think that'll have to be a concern. Is there a local church with a youth group that has activities for the kids? Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. They meet on, apparently I thought it was Thursdays. We were all set to go tonight, but apparently it's actually Wednesdays, which is yesterday. So we missed it. So we're going to be moving Bible study probably to Tuesday at the same time. So 8 o'clock ish on Tuesdays will probably be Bible study night, and we're going to take the kids to would you allow yourself to go on a blind date or be set up by family friends? Yeah, I absolutely would. That's how I met Andrea, actually. And we were set up by Andrea's aunt and her mom. Apparently, my mom was involved in it. And that's kind of the story, is that we were getting set up. And even Andrea knew we were getting set up. But nobody told me. I was just told I need to go down to the school and go check this girl out. I didn't know that she knew I was coming. Oh, I would have been mortified if I knew that. But I'd be all game for that. More picked than there are in our age group. Yeah, that's true. My son's finding a godly woman is a conversation my husband and I have frequently. Yeah, I know. All my kids, I've talked to them over and over again. It's the most important decision they'll ever make, is the choice of their spouse. Hands down, the most important decision they'll ever make, because they will be a different person. Everybody changes when they find a spouse. If you find a good one, you both go up together. If you find one that's not, they drag you down, you drag them up, and you get stalled out. Been on a blind date, and we have been married for 33 years. How far away does she live? I'm not sure what we're talking about. They're so good with the kids. They're growing up so fast. Oh, thank you, Joanne. What do you guys decide for the next Bible study? It's looking like Romans is going to be the key. I should have done that different. I'm going to delete that and make a new poll, just with Romans or Romans and Josephus. I should have been more clear. Some people are like, I don't find Josephus in my Bible. Where's Josephus? That's not biblical. And I realized I should have said that Josephus is a book of history about when Jerusalem was destroyed. And I should have written that down. So I still think I'm leaning towards doing a book of the Bible. We'll do Romans, doing a chapter, and then maybe reading a short excerpt, maybe, of historical writings, unless some people are totally turned off by that. But I might do one more poll between just those two choices and see how they come out. Asher has an orthodontist appointment. My son got him at Meadow Dental School. Asher didn't need one. It's Judah that needs that. Asher had a whole bunch of cavities filled, or had some cavities filled, but come back 2 years ago. What message would you have for Andrew of yourself? Oh, I can't even think about that, Tracy. That messed me up inside. I got to stay away from thoughts like that. I would never go on a blind date. Too much what ifs. I guess blind date's another idea. But if someone wants to set me up and say, hey, there's this great girl and she's this and she's that and great and blah, 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 then I'm like, okay. But totally blind, like there's a girl here, you don't know anything about her and go there and meet. Yeah, I'd be a little scared about that. Your Bible knowledge amazes me. Oh, thank you. That's quite a compliment. I don't need the turn, y'alls. Not sure what you mean by that. Claudia is a little firecracker. She's awesome. Good friend of mine lives in Manhattan. I've never been there. Love to check it out. Oh, I see you guys are still talking about that. I love to hear historical stuff. Me too. Where did they get the historical info? A good question. Josephus lived through it. Josephus was there. At one point, he writes from the bottom of a well that they threw him in. No, maybe they were hiding in the well. Hiding in a well, hiding from the Romans. So he was in the city when Jerusalem was being destroyed. Does your daughter Melina date? I'm sure she would, but I don't think she is. I don't think so. I think she'd like to, though. Is the blind date close to being the same to the dating website? I mean, I don't know. Dating website, you at least get to read a profile, right? You get to read a profile, see a picture. If it's just like, hey, there's going to be a girl there, go meet her. Like, totally don't even know. You got their name and that's it. I don't know. I've never been on a blind date. I can't really say for it. But yep, me and April broke up. I missed who asked about that. But if one of your kids were to set you up a blind date, would you go? Yeah, I would. I would. I think something like that is better than like a dating website, right? I mean, if somebody knows somebody, they must already know that that person is, they think they'd be compatible or whatever. Plus, it's probably a nicer way to meet somebody and appreciate and want a relationship with a person who likes more traditional roles. I mean, I don't know that I think about that sort of a thing, but probably, yeah. I guess that'd probably be accurate, but not something I sit down and think about consciously. Where did they find his writings? Well, he wrote them down. He was hired by the Romans to write them down. He tells the whole story about what happened and how he was approached and what he was meant to do. Again, take it with a grain of salt. A lot of his facts or some of his facts are off. Like at one point, he says the amount of people that died and the amount of people who died are like greater than the population of the entire Earth at that time. So he would be prone to exaggerate, and he was also politically biased in some things. Of course, he's being hired by the Romans, but I think generally the stories he tells hold true. Melina, yeah, did have a daughter from my first marriage named Melina. My aunt debated her. Have you tried to date anyone since April? No. This full-time career woman, would that be okay? I mean, probably. I mean, I'd have to think about it and talk about it, but I mean, I very much need a mom for kids. So I guess it totally depends on the situation, I guess. First time hearing of Josephus. Is it in my Bible or something I find in another book? It is another book. Josephus is a Jewish historian. That's what he did. He was hired by the Romans. It is the only story we have of the destruction of Jerusalem and the temple in 70 AD. So all the information we know about that war comes from him. You're not alone, Tara. Most people don't know who he is. But the fact that the temple was destroyed, and of course, who could destroy the temple but God himself? God ordained it to be destroyed according to the words of Jesus himself. And the fact that it was destroyed and the things that happened while it was there, I think I'm a little ashamed that we don't know it as Christians. The hospital miserable. I'm so sorry, Danielle. Yikes. Well, I pray you get better soon. What are you doing to try and find a companion? I'm not doing a darn thing. Who wasn't religious or allow the kids to date someone who isn't religious? I wouldn't date someone who's not religious. I mean, you call it religious. I don't like the word religion at all. Um, but the kids have to make up their own decision on who they want to date. I hope that they wouldn't choose that. I would recommend against it. Doesn't mean to call you Dad or Tom. I think she called me Daddy Tommy. Would you date a viewer? I bet one of these ladies is interested. Oh my goodness. Well, there'd be advantages. They already know my whole life. So they're still interested and haven't run away yet. I guess that's a good sign. But I think the long distance thing is probably very difficult. I don't know how that would work. I don't think it almost wouldn't. Did we mention Josephus in any class? Oh yeah, Josephus would be a huge topic. Josephus is like it's a primary source, so you can't go to a Christian college and not talk about it. Josephus made me want to avoid them. I don't doubt it. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with online dating. So amen, Chris. Oh, thank you, Diane. Meet the right person when the time is right. I know it's only difficult. I believe God will place that person in your life, and His time is always perfect. That's been my hope, Lee. Absolutely. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm at the mercy of my God, and that's not a terribly bad place to be. Oh, pizza's awesome. Watching. I figure when if somebody shows up, that must be the right time. So I'm not looking, but I'm not looking. When God writes your love story geared towards the young, but good for older people too. I might check it out. Well, that's awesome, Candy. I'm so glad. That's awesome, Mama Caraba. That's a fun thing to say. Equally yoked. We need a place that can happen. Agreed, Melanie. Agreed. Really thought it'd be April. Yeah. Started dating Andrew when I was 8. Thought this was my time. Apparently not. I'm sorry, Laz. I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh, you're in for your appendix. Oh my gosh. You're sore. What must be on the you must be on the mend if you're doing that. Is that right, Danielle? Hopefully so. That can be pretty dangerous. Oh, that's awesome, Chris. I forgot I made a video about the sub roles. Question about God and Jesus. Does it matter if we call him Yahshua, Yahushua? No, it doesn't matter at all. There's no place in the Bible, well, in the New Testament. The Old Testament speaking Hebrew, that's what they called him. But see, the problem is there's more to a name than a name. It's fascinating. It's the same in Hebrew, but in Greek, the word for name, onoma, it's actually the same word as reputation. They have one word, onoma. It means reputation. And that also is, what's your reputation? What's your name? Your name is your reputation. So when it talks about the name of God, it's not talking about what letters you use to spell it or how you say it or the wind going through your vocal cords. It means something different. What's his reputation? So it doesn't matter what you call him. I don't like to call him those because that's mostly false cultish teaching that I've learned. But if you want to call him that, that's totally fine. Have you had half-baked ice cream before? No, that sounds interesting. That's why people would often change their name in the Bible. Remember, no longer will you be called Simon, you will be called Peter. Or Cephas, you'll be called Peter. No longer, they called James and John, he called Boanerges, which means sons of thunder. Levi is actually Matthew. And there's lots of places where names are changed because if their name didn't fit the reputation, they would change it to one that did. Pretty neat. Struggling with this year. Appreciate your response. Yeah, Leah, the secret name cults have been around for a long time. Before Yah, it was a bunch of other names. And all I can tell you is if anybody tells you you have to call God by a certain name or he can't hear you, won't listen to you, it's nonsense. This is beside the fact that Peter himself says, it is in the name of Jesus. There is no other name given to men under heaven by which you can be saved. It's the name Jesus, Jesus. So, that's the only name we need to be worried about. But even then, it's talking about his reputation, you know. Better Off Dead to You. I think it might be available on Netflix. That sounds interesting. I'm not sure I've seen it. Each one had put some thought into them. Yeah, we wanted to use Bible names for all of them. We have a book of every person in the Bible, and we called it our baby name book. It's going to make a great video for you to give your testimony and also tell some of the things God has clearly done things in your life. He has. He's done a lot of things. That's an interesting thought. Maybe. I might do that. Yesu. Yeah. Jesus. There's an S on the end. But Yesu, Christu. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Depends on when there's an S on the end. Taught the name Jehovah. Yep. There's been lots of names. But again, people that focus on the name being a specific name, they're missing the boat on what's in a name, what it is, who they are. It's more who they are rather than what they call you, like in English. I'll probably wrap this up soon. I got some teenagers out there that are dying to play some games with daddy. I need to spend time with the big kids too. Don't overthink so much. You can't make things happen in your time. You just feel guilty. When your mind adjusts, you will feel secure. I suppose so. How's Mills Market looking? Are you keeping with Andrea's organization? Yeah, I am. I'm trying hard to do it, even if I want to improve it. It's funny, when she was alive, all I wanted to do is improve on her systems. It'd be better, Andrew, if we did it like this. Maybe we move this over to here. But now it says aisle 1, breakfast. I'm like, all right, that's breakfast. Moving everything over to the breakfast section. Aisle 2, condiments and whatever. Okay, condiments go here. And so it's funny. I need to try and balance that out. But I gave Thomas, who's me incarnate, the organizing Mills Market on Sundays. So he goes through and gets rid of things need to get rid of, and then I can go through and reorganize things too. So thought you had food poisoning. Well, I'm so glad you made it in time. It could have killed you. See you, Eliza. Yeah, exactly, Lori E. She was so proud of that area. She really was. She really was. Still make Walmart shopping trip videos? Yes, there will be one out any day. In fact, if I get done, how many jobs do I have tomorrow? I got, let's see, tomorrow. Oh, I have a funeral to go to tomorrow. So I don't have anything scheduled. We have a funeral to go to. It's for a boy. So terrible. So many people dying. But yeah, maybe when I get done with that, I'll be home and I'll be able to do some editing on the video. Talk about your views on creation. No, I haven't, Big Kiwi. I have some theories and ideas, but I tend to be more traditional in them and kind of defend it from a traditional standpoint. I think a lot of people are embarrassed by the creation story, and so they try to change things around, but I think it can hold up pretty well on its own. Now, that doesn't mean I don't have some pretty interesting ideas about things that aren't said, or more different ideas on things that are said. But I found the creation story, all of Genesis, in fact, actually the first beginning of Genesis, tends to be so divisive for people, sadly. There's so many people, from people that think it's totally myth, to people think it's symbolic, to people think it's what it's symbolic of, the literal, bunch of different ideas, and they're so passionate about their ideas and concepts, about what Adam and Eve was and what the purpose was and all these different things, that it's something we end up fighting about. And I don't think it serves a lot of purpose. We don't need to know how creation was, apart from the fact that God did it. And now it's nice to know, and I think there's lots of definite lessons to learn. But we're playing Left 4 Dead, Lydia. No, that sounds great. I love even when you're on. You listen and are aware of the kids and what they have to say. You're an awesome parent. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I'm a guy who enjoys old school rock and roll among other music. Yeah, yeah. I like old stuff. I even like Goldfinger, and I have a lot of fun thoughts. The music, I love music. Walt Brown and the hydroplate theory. I have heard the hydroplate theory. If I'm thinking it's the same theory I'm thinking of, but again, I think a lot of people are trying to defend the Bible in ways it's probably not meant to be defended. For instance, I think the creation account is strictly about Earth. Even though it says he also made the stars, I don't think that it's a story about the creation of the universe. I think it's a story about the creation of the formation of Earth. For instance, I always ask this question. I can't believe you got me talking about creation. What day did God make water on? And there's no day he made water on. There's never a time he said, let there be water, or let there be earth, for that matter. Earth was already there. Genesis 1 verse 2 says his spirit of God hovered over the waters of the deep. So earth was already there before day one happened. I think there's a lot of interesting things we can determine by that. That's awesome, Danielle. What the Bible says, you think the earth is flat. I don't. I don't. But you can call me a flat earth sympathizer. I appreciate that what I do with the Bible is try to stick with the Bible, what the Bible says and what it doesn't say. I enjoy their idea of not believing what people tell you just because they tell you it, and try to find out on your own. So I very much enjoy their science. I don't make fun of them, but I enjoy talking with them and even debating with them. It's a very hard thing to prove either way. Signs and seasons. They do, sister in Christ. But based on that thing, if we take the literal reading, what day did he make planets on? Because a planet's not a star. So, I mean, it's a little trick to see what I'm saying. But the point is, when he says, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. What's next verse 2 says? Now, the earth was formless and void. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God hovered over the waters. So that now indicates a break. So in the beginning, God created everything. Yes. Now, earth. This is what happened on earth. And that's what we're meant. We're getting the story of what happened on earth and the fall. We're not getting a story of every single thing he created throughout all of time. So when it says he also created the stars, it also for seasons and years, you're absolutely right. They're there to help mark things, but that's not their only purpose. Hey, Asher, you about ready to be done? What are you looking like a goober for? What are you doing?
I'm down.
Oh, you're down. Okay, they're acting out Left 4 Dead, the game we're going to play over here. All right. I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's been a real blessing. I need that every now and then. I will go crazy if I don't have people to talk to and be able to just talk about whatever's on my heart and be able to tell you that I'm lonely and I miss my Andrea and tell you about all the cute things the kids did. It's just, that's what I would do with Andrea. I'd come home and I'd tell her everything in my day, and I miss being able to do that. So I can at least do that with you guys. And so I very much appreciate it. So you're a wonderful father and inspiration. Like the way you're bringing up your children. They will be fine adults. Yeah, they sure will. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. I'm praying for you with your appendix, and I hope that all works out for you guys. Everybody else who's healing and dealing with grief, may God touch you. We will talk the earth again. You got me doing it. I can't believe you got me talking about it. As long as I preface it with the fact that I'm not going to fight about things, I don't mind talking about that. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.